There we go. BackChat powered by Paywise. Welcome Will Schofield. Welcome Hamish Brayshaw. And welcome Tom de Koning to potentially $12 million thanks to St Kilda. Fresh news off the press. I'm out of breath, so I'm going to pass to you, Will, because
you've been ready for a long time today, Dan. You've been chilling out, just doing absolutely nothing whatsoever. Just if you are tuning in, Dan sat down 4 seconds before we went live. It was incredible. Well done. I would like to just give a shout out to Links Africa. That's right. The podcast brought to you today by Paywise and Links Africa. Jeez. I played dodgeball on the weekend.
Hey.
Not sure if you guys know, but Links Africa has been discontinued. And the prizes for dodgeball for charity, for Men's Talk, celebrating and talking about men's mental health, was a big dippy box, surprise box of Lynx deodorant and Lynx body wash. And I made sure I got the Africa edition because that's gone now. So there you go. Played dodgeball. I was impressive. We were impressive. Minor premiers after the round robin stage. Straight sets in finals. Gone.
Disappointing.
How are you, Hammer?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. I'm wearing a St Kilda jumper today. I'm obviously a massive boner. Yeah. Let's not get. I tipped him. I was disappointed. I thought we were a chance.
We don't have to mince words. You are a massive.
I'm
boner.
an enormous raging boner.
Yeah,
no doubt about it, and will be until the day that I die or the day that the blood flow doesn't get enough to keep it up. I'll be in that point of flaccid, but I'll still support the boners no matter what.
Shin bone of spirit. That's how it goes. True
shin bone of spirit, no question. The weekend was disappointing, but we showed signs. I am. Throughout the rest of the year with the other teams, however, so boners sit here. Boners are just I ride and die.
Rock hard.
I'm rock hard with the boners, no question. I am going to flip-flop on a few bandwagons this year.
Great.
No question about that. With the other 17 teams, it's come as you go. If you're good, I'm on board. If you're bad, I'm going to just throw shade at you. But the Saints at the moment, I don't mind them.
Peter Richmond.
I said that they were the shittest team ever. Yes. I said they were going to finish 17th.
I said that about a few times.
I did, but I said that St Kilda were going to finish 17th this year, and I was wrong. So I admit that I was wrong with that. Jack McRae's a good player. He's stupid good. Yeah. Rowan Marshall's fucking a good ruck. Yeah. And I like Jack Higgins. He kicks sausages. I think they're okay.
Jack Sinclair can play
Sinclair can play football.
He's at 40 on the weekend.
Cal Wilkie can play football.
Yeah.
They've got some actual players. Nasai Wanganeen-Malira is the best player ever. Is anyone going to tag him? Is anyone going to play on that bloke?
I'm glad that you're talking about you wish-washing, because I don't do that whatsoever. I don't flip between teams whatsoever. If anyone's watching this, flag mantle in a Giants hat. Yeah. Go the Eagles. Go Hawthorn.
I can't admit when I'm wrong. But actually,
I suffer from that as well.
No, in this case, I can admit when I was wrong. I was wrong about you, St Kilda. I'm going to throw this in the bin if they lose in a couple. If they lose the next 2 or 3, whatever.
Please don't.
I won't. It's yours. But
it was from Bali. It cost like 50,
I am at this point in time. I'm a big like Windhager, good tagger, and finds the footy himself.
Yes.
I think I'm on board.
All right.
So are you happy with Tom de Koning being offered $12 million over 7 years?
This one, this is where it ties straight in. $12 million over 7 years.
You haven't mentioned your ruckman in Rowan Marshall.
I did mention him off the top, which is why it comes back now to why are we offering another ruck $12 million? That's a bit, What's wrong with Rowan? He's a gun. He's a star.
Rowan Marshall will be flat as.
Rowan will be devastated. Because when's the last time a 2 ruck combos worked?
Yeah, we're talking Dean Cox, Mark Seaby, 2006 sort of area.
Scott Lysett.
Or Dean Cox, Nick Nananui, they were both All-Australian into that 2011.
As a duo?
Same team.
There you go. That works.
That counts.
Probably counts. Yeah, that'll do. That will do.
Yes.
But apart from that,
that was 15 years ago.
I can't. Todd Goldstein, Hamish McIntosh waxed on and off there for a little bit at
Grundy
the bonus.
Gorn didn't quite work out.
Nah, that didn't work.
Darcy Jackson?
Darcy Jackson.
Darcy Jackson hasn't
We
really
haven't
worked.
seen him ever play.
It hasn't really worked. Who else for the bonus used to do it? David Hale and Hank used to roll it in and out a
I
little
mean,
bit.
Lice at Vardy for 2 games at the back end.
Yeah, that worked for 2 games. But look, it doesn't really work. And giving one of them $12 million, I would just refer to the Fremantle Dockers as to their,
What not to do?
well, they've just got 2 rucks on massive contracts that hasn't worked. So I'd not steer clear. I'd just throw the 12 million elsewhere.
Very
Anyway,
good.
Spread it around.
Go the Saints.
Spread it around for the boys.
Go the
We've got a
Saints.
super comment, which we are
Super comment.
going to get into some footy with this as well from Young Was. Shout out to the Freo fans sitting in front of me at the game yesterday.
Wow.
Just got solid banter the whole match and a handshake after the match.
That's
we love
good.
that.
I
That's good.
love
I
that.
do like that.
I don't know what you're... Are we going to talk about this off the top?
Let's talk about it.
might
At
as
the
well.
9-minute mark of the first quarter yesterday at the Western Derby, millions of footy fans from around the country, I was going to say the world, but maybe the world, joined together in solidarity with Harley Reid to give the finger to the man. Boys, we're all there. What was it like on
Laura
the
Kane was on the
ground?
bench.
No, she wasn't.
Laura Kane was there on the bench.
You're kidding me.
Just letting you all know.
You know what? Dills was in the crowd.
Laura Kane
Andrew Dillon was in Perth.
Andrew Dillon was in the crowd. Laura Kane was on the bench, and we've just woo.
Yeah.
Welcome to Perth.
Anyway,
We've actually got some video footage. Jaden, do you want
Do
to
we?
give this a bit
This
of
is a
roll?
montage.
Yeah, a bit of a montage.
Montage.
a
Fuck.
motherfucking
Oh, wow.
montage.
Hamish Brayshaw there.
Mate.
You're on the boundary there, Hammer, giving the bird.
Yeah.
Lots of people behind you going.
I mean, not the front row, but you
Nah,
probably
the
should
front
have
row,
stood
'cause the
up.
front row, I had a lot of children in the front row.
There we
There's a
go.
few of
Look at
them.
it, mate. It was absolutely going off its head. There's
To
people
show it
everywhere.
all
There's
to
people
you.
everywhere.
Don't
Look at
need
these
a
blokes standing up here. This is classic.
Montage, motherfucking montage.
Montage.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
There we go. Front rows get. Look at that. There is people everywhere flipping
From
the
just a
bird.
beginner to
I
a
just
pro, you need
couldn't
montage.
love this
Montage.
anymore.
So
We're
many
at the
things.
top deck here.
Oh, yes.
Mate, it's
That's my
unbelievable. Hammer's still
You were
giving
still
you.
going. Did you go for the full minute?
Yeah, I went for the
Yeah,
full minute.
respect to that. A lot of people tapped out after I
Yeah,
reckon
well
the
done.
first 15,
Thanks
20
to the West.
seconds.
Thanks to the West Coast fans.
Yeah.
Shout out the fans.
And to the Freo fans
Yeah,
that were
there's a
doing
few
it
Freo
too.
guys.
I think there was in excess of 15,000 people double birding. That's my rough estimate.
Can I throw a name out there that wasn't doing it that I'd like you guys just to discuss if that was okay or not? Chad Morrison was there. No birds. No double birds from Chad Morrison.
What do you want me to do with that?
I don't know.
Chatty.
Chad, would have been nice for
What?
you to get
Chad
behind
Morrison got to go. Are you? I don't know.
I just saw Chad Morrison. I looked over because I was looking around at who's giving the bird. Look over at
Were
Chad
you
Morrison.
giving the bird? I bet you didn't.
I was because I had
You
one.
did it in the life members. How long did you do it for?
Oh, and I was
Did you do it
like,
for the full
holding
minute?
my
Dan set up
phone.
in the
Not-
life
Did you do it
members.
for the full
not,
minute?
not for a full minute.
You would have been a bit. You
I
would
was
have,
did it
on the
for about-
boundary. I was on the boundary, standing up, doing it for a full minute.
so I've got some good insights here.
Sure.
So walk out, working Fox Footy boundary. Walk out through some Freo fans waiting to do a guard of honour for the Freo players.
Yeah.
I had about 15 birds in my face as I walked through.
That was
One person did it, I laughed, and then everyone just started firing them up. I was like, this is great.
This is good.
Walked out onto the field, turned around, and lads, I know you'll be listening, as they were screaming back chat.
Yeah, good.
2 lads dressed as Freo in the middle of proper West Coast nuffies.
Yep.
Scoey! This is 5 seconds after I've been there, waiting for me, obviously.
Yeah.
Scoey! Fucking double bird like this.
Yeah.
And so I'm down there in my full suit, giving them the
Giving
bird
them the double
back,
bird,
and
yeah,
people
brilliant.
are pissing themselves laughing.
Yeah, great.
I turn around at the same time, and who is standing behind me? Harley Reid.
Yes.
Harley Reid.
Yes.
So Harley Reid is standing there with Luke Shuey, and they're having a chat, and then I'm carrying on. So there's a bit of Shuey boys start looking at me.
Yep.
And then Harley and Luke look at me,
Start laughing.
and they're laughing. And then I go, "Fuck you, Harley." He's giving me the bird.
Did he give it back?
We got a bird.
Yes.
So I'm sure if someone was paying attention, they might have got a bird out of Harley.
And probably copped another 1,000.
Yeah, correct.
There I am. That's me. During the call,
Who's
live.
capturing that?
That's Danny Shuey. Shout out
Well
Danny
done.
Shuey.
Well
For,
done.
yeah, just getting me there for the end of the minute.
That is brilliant.
Yeah.
Well
Anyway,
done, mate.
that was good.
Congratulations. Well done to everybody, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out everyone.
It was just one of the great moments in Derby history.
Thanks
I
for
think.
getting
Flat
behind
the
it.
cameras didn't show it.
Mate,
Yeah, they must
I mean,
have had some.
I
They must have had a talking to, right, from the broadcast,
That's probably why Andrew. That's why probably why Dylan and Kane were there.
just to check.
Dills.
Dills and Kano.
Yeah. To check that it wasn't going
Check
on.
that it wasn't going on the screens.
Yeah, well, I don't know how much I can talk about this.
There we go.
yeah,
All right.
you can't.
All right. Following the 38-point victory over the West Coast Eagles, Fremantle Dockers star Caleb Strong claimed his fourth Ross Glendenning Allen medal.
I was a voter.
Was Andy Brayshaw snubbed or hammer? Is Caleb poised to be the best Derby player of all time? He's only 24 and he has 4 of them.
Yeah, look, he was exceptional. It was. I thought Andrew was great too. Like, I am biased, but I thought he was really good. Spurry hurt him. So the voters were Lee Spur, you and someone else.
Chris from the West.
Chris from the West. You and Chris both gave Andrew the 3.
Yes.
And Spurry just snubbed him.
I don't know how you couldn't fit him in for one vote. If you had given him one vote, he wins the
he
medal.
wins on a countback. Spurry texted Andrew after the game saying, "Sorry, mate, I might have cost you there." But at the same time, he was Caleb was exceptional. 35 and 10 clearances or whatever he had was great.
Yes.
I actually think that Josh Tracy was just about better than both of them.
I actually disagree with you. You didn't get a vote from me.
I think he was. Andrew and Caleb had a better game over the whole day.
Yeah.
But when the whips were cracking, you get a bit late as a midfielder when it's junk time. But I thought when the whips were cracking and it was actually a bit of a contest, I thought Tracy stepped up and got them into a position to just cruise home.
Well, he kicked 3 in the second quarter.
Yeah, but was taking marks up the ground. I thought he was really, really good.
He got. If I could give 4, he got my
Yeah,
fourth
there you
vote.
go.
4, 3, 2, 1. I thought Luke Jackson.
He was
to be honest,
massive.
He was. It took me ages to figure it out.
Yeah.
I was the last to give him. The other two were giving him, and the girls collecting it were like, "Hurry up!" Like,
What did you go?
I went Brayshaw 3, Sarong 2, Jackson 1, but I could have quite easily done any of them in any order.
In any order,
I
yeah.
didn't have Tracy in my votes.
Yeah.
But he
was
but those
good.
3.
Jackson was excellent.
So
Andrew cost himself. Kick that goal. Kick one of the 2 goals, you win.
I would have liked, personally, someone to stand out more because it was stressful and I
Yeah,
didn't want to fuck it up. And when I saw that Spurry had fucked up, it made me so happy.
Caleb's won 2 of them now.
4 of them.
4 of them. And 2 of the last 2 that he's won,
I voted on.
Andrew has been as good.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
voted
just-
in the last one he
It's
won as
literally
well.
been a toss of the coin, and it's like, well, you give it to Caleb. Probably edged him out a little bit. I think Caleb got the 3 votes last time at the Brownlow. Andrew got the 2.
Yes.
I imagine it'll be pretty similar this time.
Yes.
And yeah, it's he's just a star. He's so good. I love it. Like, he's just a very, very good player to watch. He finds the footy so well, and he's fucking quick with his hand to foot.
Yeah, correct.
Quicker than most.
He's
But
got
anyway,
he's got to win at least another one, right?
Yeah, has to.
In the
He'll be-
next
he'll be the
6
best-
to 8
he'll be the-
years,
the-
he'll,
yeah.
he'll win another 1 or 2.
Yep.
Which is crazy, having 4 already. All right, let's move on. Sydney fans rejoice at the news of Chad Warner supposedly very close to signing a 2-year extension to stay with the Swans. But hold the phone. Chad has now spoken in an impromptu interview saying that he hasn't made up his mind and it's going to be very hard to stay at the Swans. Will, is Chad Warner back on the menu for the West Coast Eagles?
He's coming to West Coast, baby.
Yeah, let's go.
So I saw this thing. So Ash Nelson at Channel 10, great job in getting this interview. I saw this immediately and just thought, fucking oath. Like, this isn't I love Sydney and we're just about to figure out the deal.
Yeah.
Like, it's about to get done. Like,
This is
shut up.
yeah.
It's either he's a genius and he's just playing everyone against each other. I don't think that's the case. I don't think he's a manipulator.
No.
I think he's being genuinely honest and he has no idea where he's going to be, which
Correct.
tells me West Coast is a bloody big chance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Otherwise, it'd be like, no, Sydney is my team. But he's like, I love West Coast. I love the West Coast.
He said he wanted Harley Reid to win
I
Harley
love
to win.
Harley Reid. My best mate Harley. He wanted.
It was. I thought it was a great interview, but I also liked just the honesty from him.
Yeah.
That's what I really liked that, and it's hard for Sydney to put. People have sort of questioned like, why haven't Sydney put out anything? Why haven't they really released anything? But it's like you can't release anything if he's not committing, so don't say anything. But for him, it's just like, hey, I haven't made any comment on it, obviously, because I'm undecided. But yeah, now that you've got me on camera, I love my time in Sydney, but I also
love all my mates
being
here, and I
back
love
home.
Western Australia.
It's
I'm going to be
hard,
home at some stage. Well, all right,
So I would say it's a genuine toss of the coin.
mate. And what I didn't see is everyone that was chortling even.
Yeah, it's chortling.
Chortling.
You went with chortling.
Chortling. Yeah, chortling.
Oh,
Oh, that's
chortle.
fine. It's just a great use of the word.
Yeah, chortle. Like, just chortle here, chortle there. About. Buddy, Chad Warner's about to sign. Did we see all this?
Yeah. We
Last
saw
night.
it.
He's signing now. He's got the contract in front of him. He's about to sign. I didn't see any of them retweeting this.
No.
Like, there was a real backing up of the truck. And whereas me, who said he's going to West Coast, I'm like,
He's
let's
going
go.
to West Coast. Lob it on.
I couldn't have been happier seeing
Yeah.
it. So I look forward to him to being the number 8 next year. No, that's Elijah Hewitt. I don't know who he's going to be in.
He can have whatever he wants.
Okay.
I've got a rhetorical question for you for this, so you don't have to answer it, I guess. Why? So if Chad Warner signs a 2-year extension, that means he plays this year, then he plays another year, and then another year, right? 2 years.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So it's 2028 by the time he's a free
The
agent.
end of 2027. Start of 2028.
Yeah, start of 2028. Surely that's too risky.
For
right?
who?
For Chad.
Why?
Because he wants to be at the West Coast Eagles. He's already...
That's the assumption you've made.
I mean, I think there's enough smoke in the fire for there to be...
Smoke and mirrors and
There's
sell like
enough
Travis
smoke
Cloak.
for them to say, like, okay, he obviously wants to... He's
David
bought a house
Blaine.
here. He's talked about
The Hall of
wanting to play
Mirrors.
with Harley Reid. Why
Chad
would you
Warner.
wait? Why would you wait 2 years and risk? Like, what happens if he has like the worst 2 seasons ever? What happens if he gets injured? There's too many what ifs. What if West Coast don't want him in 2 years? Like, just you want to go to West Coast? Come now, Chad. Like, there's no point waiting.
Well,
Why would you wait 2? It's 3 years
because
basically.
West Coast have to give up like 17 first-round draft picks to get him this year, where they can get him for free in 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, they might. They might not.
And
Is he unrestricted in 2 years' time?
Yeah, so they'll just get the compensation or whatever. But I don't know the difference restricted, unrestricted. But Dan, everything you just said could be the exact opposite. He could win the Brownlow, a premiership, and be the greatest player of all time. To answer all your, he could get injured, he could be shit. Yeah, well.
Also, one thing from the players' point of view to understand is that the CBA, which is the collective bargaining agreement the AFLPA and the AFL have in terms of the money that is allocated towards players,
Yes.
that changes a bit. And there are, that increases the amount of money people can make as players, and don't lock yourself in now if it's going to change in 2 years.
We let it ride.
Let it ride, baby.
That's all St Kilda's throwing out of the checkbook.
Yeah,
because they know it's
exactly.
gonna have to
Because they
cost-
know the salary cap's going to double in 2 years.
All right, look forward
Anyway.
to Chad Warner playing for West Coast.
Go,
in
Chad. Come to
this year.
Saints. Actually,
Come to
imagine
Saints.
him
What
at
about
the
the
boners. Oh my goodness.
Imagine if he throws the wild card in, he's going to
passed up.
North Melbourne.
Hammer's just passed out.
I passed out again. Chad Warner at the boners.
Blood's
Oh
gone.
my god. Chad,
Just quietly.
Well, it actually looks like...
that's a very hairy shaft. Oh boy. Wow, I'm back.
you-
Wow.
Mate, you got some serious traction last week from your passing out.
Oh.
Jeez, it made me piss myself. Shout out to Dill at Sench, by the way.
Shout out to Sench. And let me tell you, next time North Melbourne win another one, I got something. I was ready to go with it this week because I thought they were going to beat Adelaide, but I'll leave it until next
All
time.
right, well, Hammer, prepare yourself because I'm not going to try and pretend like I know what's happening in the golf.
Yep.
But Min Woo Lee won something.
Woozy.
Your best mate.
Hammer,
My best mate.
over to you. Tell us what happened. If you're going to pass out, just give
No,
us some
I'm not going to
notice.
pass out Woozy. He won the Texas Children's Houston Open, which
Just
is
playing
weird.
against kids.
No, I don't know why they call it all these things like the Florida backpacker sandwich, Miami Cup, like just the weirdest shit ever over there. They call them. But anyway, he's won his first PGA Tour event.
That's big.
Massive.
Big in terms of rep or money or both?
Both. So he's won on the DP World Tour before. He won a Scottish Open, which is enormous. It's a Rolex event. There was it was a major field at the Scottish Open. Beat McIlroy, beat all these guys who are very, very good.
Right.
He's won on the PGA Tour for the first time, which is the tour, and it's massive for him. But it also is at the best time ever because he's just sort of fumbled the bag a little bit over the last month. He was leading the players, which is massive, at the halfway point, and then just sort of shit his pants a bit.
That's
and
a tournament.
That's a
Players
tournament,
yeah.
yep. That's like the fifth major, unofficial fifth major. And he sort of had a bad third round and then was out of contention. And now he's won this one,
Is it the
leading
Masters round?
into the Masters.
Isn't it like, when is it? The next week? or
Next
something?
week. So he is...
Oh, boy.
He is like in...
He's sizzling.
He's sizzling. He's cooking. Woozy's cooking.
Mate.
And it's like, it's a massive, it's been a tough slog for him. He was there, he's been in and around the mark, and he's never won one, and now he's won on the PGA Tour.
And now he's going to win the Masters.
And now he's going to win the Masters.
Wow.
It's humongous for
So
him.
it's a $1.7 million payout to the victor.
Yep.
For that.
Yeah, so he's just pocketed that USD, mind you.
It feels like a good time to just promote the fact that we've got a golf pod
Oh,
starting
yeah, we do.
tomorrow.
This will be hot topic tomorrow. I would have thought, yeah.
I feel like you made this happen.
I spoke about it on Happers Happy Hour last week, but we do start the golf podcast tomorrow.
that
Me,
right?
Ron, and Maddie.
Ron-
And Joel. Maddie's
Ron Chopper.
Ron Chopper's going to
And
be
Joel
here.
does golf.
Joel does golf. He's going to be here, and Hammer Swings all combined into Dan, you know the name of it. In the Swing of It? Is that what
It's called The Swing of It. Yeah.
The
and
Swing of It,
You
yeah.
can go to YouTube right now. If you search youtube.com/@theswingofit, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel there. And it is also on Spotify. Just search The Swing of It. You'll see it there. Subscribe to it now because episodes will be dropping on Thursday mornings. There you go, Hammer.
Thursday mornings. That's when we're going to drop.
Bit of news for you.
Yeah, nice. I didn't
We
know
are
that.
recording them on Tuesdays, releasing on Thursday morning. It's going to be a bloody good podcast. The newest thing out of BackChat Studios.
That's
Can't
good
bloody
because
wait.
the tournaments in America start Thursday.
Can you confirm or deny?
Yep.
Min Woolley will be on the episode. Like
I can't confirm or
Right,
deny.
perfect.
I can't confirm or deny whether or not we're going to be FaceTiming Minwoo or not.
Right.
Justin Bieber got a FaceTime from him.
I thought you were going to say Justin Bieber's on the first
that would be
episode of the
pretty big.
podcast.
Yeah, Min was FaceTiming Justin,
Right.
and JB was obviously awake at
So where do you fall in the rankings behind JB, do you think?
Oh.
Could you three of you get into group text?
yeah. WhatsApp. Nah, it's got to be WhatsApp because they're in America, so probably WhatsApp. I'll find out.
JB,
Right.
how are you?
Anyway, congratulations, Min.
Head boner here.
Yeah, hey, mate, on the ambassador for the
Justin's
bonus
surely
here.
a boner. He loves
Justin would have to be a boner.
it. I've got a YouTube comment here for you.
Is it
Hannah.
a super?
No, it's not a super, but we'll read it out anyway from Kai Orton 106.
Randy's brother.
Yeah. Waffle season starts on Saturday. How many disposals is Hammer getting against the Lions?
Whoa.
Is this for a multi? I don't know.
Big early local derby.
Yeah, massive
Sort
local
of.
derby, sort of.
the Leedy Derby.
Yeah, it is the Lady Derby, the home of Leadville, the battle for Leadville Oval. Look, I'm not going to put a line on myself.
Is it low?
We haven't won. We've been smacked. Not smacked. We've been smacked. Our first two practice games have not been good.
Right. Have you been good?
I was so bad against East Freo, like I contemplated quitting football.
I love the honesty.
Like
This
to
is
the
from
point,
the captain.
I finished the game. My post-match, because you have to submit a post-match review. My post-match review was, felt so shit, worst game I've ever played, had zero impact, was fat, heavy and slow, need to lose weight. Perfect. That was my...
Well, you know how to do that.
I've been on carnivore and I've lost 7 kilos since then, so
Wow.
I'm feeling better. But, yeah,
Shred for
then
round
last week, like the game against South Freo, I was better, still not great. So I'm not setting the bar at astronomical
Slow,
heights.
isn't it?
No, it's
No,
good.
I feel okay.
There you
I
go.
feel a lot better
Good to
now.
set the bar very low and then launch over it.
But what I'm saying is, for my own individual performance, we need to win.
Great.
And I don't
Yeah.
care how I play because we just need to feel the win again.
Like it.
We lost the
Yeah,
grand
love
final.
that.
We were shit in the pracky games. We need to get a win. So that's what I care about
Great.
more than anything else.
Another comment here, Fozjam says, I drove over from Melbourne to watch the bonus play, got home the Savo. The bonus were very competitive
Yeah.
and didn't throw the towel in, just lacked depth. I saw a Yowie on the way home. I thought those were the chocolates.
Mate, I saw talking
a
about
Yowie?
the bonus.
What's
A
a
Yowie,
Yowie?
like a chocolate, like a, I believe.
Kinder Surprise, like the Australian version of Kinder Surprise, I think.
So-
Isn't Kinder Surprise an Australian thing
No,
anyway?
it's American, I believe.
I think it's German.
It's German.
Sounds German, Kinder, yeah.
I saw our good friend Kane Corns calling out Toby Pink on X
Yeah, I don't like that.
over the weekend.
Did he really?
So someone went hard at Kane saying, "All right, what do you think about Taylor Walker's performance now?" Kane, Kane's got a few guys.
Tex was pretty good.
and he goes, "Yeah, Tex was good, but you could kick 4 goals on Toby Pink, I think, to the random guy."
Yeah.
I didn't like the disrespect
I didn't like that at all.
on the Pink eye. What did you think about that?
It's the first I'm hearing of it.
You'd have to dissect it.
I don't know what to think. Kane.
No.
I like Kane.
What I do not want. I do not want Tommy,
Tommy
Sheridan.
Sheridan.
situation.
No,
We're not doing that.
I
mate.
like Kane.
Yeah.
I think Kane's
Don't
got
put a butt. Don't
I'm
put
not,
a butt.
I'm not throwing out there.
Throw a butt. Just defend Toby, but just don't talk about Kane.
Leave the bonus alone. I'm going to crop myself and leave the bonus alone.
Leave Brittany
That
alone.
Brittany alone thing. Leave them alone. They're good. They're back. We're ready. Yes, Adelaide are fucking very good. But we were competitive. We were in and around the game. Sherry hurt himself, but just soldiered on.
He did his hammy in the
He did
first
his
3
hammy
seconds.
and just fucking what a warrior. Never quit. Jack Darling, wow, best player at North's history. I've already said that.
yes, I believe
but
so.
like Luke Parker looked fucking good. Jai Simpkin, what a leader. Luke McDonald,
You
that
lo-
tackle.
You lost by like 40 points.
Yeah, I know. 38. That tackle, Elmax tackle late in the second
Yes.
is just, that is culture.
Good.
And he was unbelievable. So I'm all on the bonus again still, obviously.
Okay, very good.
All right, it's time to talk about the Jack Buckley medal. Jaiden,
yeah.
hit the sting, please.
You've got the touch. You've
Got the power!
Just give you a little turn.
Oh, yeah,
Just,
sorry about that.
little
Thanks to
turn.
TABtouch. Oh, the other way. Shout out to
There we
TABtouch.
go.
Now,
Yes.
what a weekend for defenders. What a weekend.
I
for
mean,
defenders.
isn't
every
weekend?
weekend's a great weekend for defenders. I saw spoils going everywhere.
Wow.
There was some fucking all-timers.
Yeah.
There was some great individual performances from the defence. There was great team defensive performances. But as the Jack Buckley medal looms large in round 3, we have to head to the votes. We've changed things from the 3-2-1 system to the 5.
Can I just give you a bit of feedback?
Of course you can.
This is from the people, not from me.
Yep, they love
There
it.
was some eyebrows raised, some fists clenched a little harder.
Yep.
Over Darcy Moore getting votes. after
He's
he
been
got
scrapped. His votes have been redacted.
What?
Darcy Moore's votes have been redacted.
Why? Because he was given a bath.
Because I have cemented the
4
rule in
goals.
place that 4 goals from your direct opponent is too much.
I think that's a good move.
I think it's a great move. That having been said, though, I would just like to point out that if you actually watch the game again and just watch Darcy Moore, he got towed up in about 6 or 7 contests by Sam Darcy, who's a freak.
Yep.
Outside of those 6 or 7 contests, he played his best game ever.
He did the toweling.
He did. He played his best game ever, with the exception of those things. Now, it's obviously those two don't go hand in hand at all.
No.
But
But you live and die by the sword.
you live and die by the sword. And Sam Darcy was fucking far too good for him. Anyway, we move on. We've gone the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this week.
I like that.
I like it. I like it a lot. It needs to be done.
You like it a lot.
With the 1 vote this week, registering his first vote for the JBM. I think in history. This is his first history vote. Reason being, he's gone from injured to forward, and now he's been moved to his rightful place as a defender.
It's not the pink eye.
It's not the pink eye. Pink eye was close, but it's not the pink eye. It is
Clear
Jack
eye for the pink
Silvani.
eye. Wow, he was amazing.
Silvani gets back and helps out down back. Wiedering can't do everything by himself.
Mate,
Why not
he
get
gave
Silvani down
Aaron
there?
Norton one of the all-time baths.
He took Aaron Norton's headband off and was just using it as a little loofah and was just cleaning him as he went along. Aaron Norton did kick the sealer.
They had 3 touches for the
he
game
kicked the
before
sealer?
that.
I
And
know,
then Jack
disappointing.
Silvani was on the bench, would
Yeah,
you
when he kicked the
believe?
sealer.
Well, I would believe it.
When he kicked the sealer.
He was filthy.
He was filthy, but he was exceptional. I thought he was great. He did everything.
I'm surprised he didn't get more.
Yeah, I think his old man was rubbing off on him. Anyway, we moved
that's
to
right. His dad's sauce.
Yeah. 2 votes. Taking him to the top of the table at the moment of the Jack Buckley medal, leading.
Whoa.
Which is disappointing for Jack because he plays right next to him. Sam Slammer Taylor.
Wow.
Oh, boy. Did you watch this game?
No. Yes, I
was
did. Yeah, I did.
It was the windiest game I've almost ever seen.
Yep.
And no man read it better. I was watching with my older brother who watches football for watching Andrew, pretty much. Doesn't really care too much about anything else.
Yep.
Doesn't know who Sam Taylor is, which is a blight on him. We were watching it, and Sam Taylor had 3 intercept marks in about 4 minutes, and it was all just like back, stoppage, back, Sam Taylor mark, back, stoppage, Sam Taylor mark. He goes, after the third one, he goes, fucking hell, is it that bloke again? What the? I can't, but this guy's dominating. Anyway, that was his reaction to Sam Taylor, who was phenomenal. Phenomenal. He gets the 2 votes. The 3 votes. This game was a slog up there in the wet, and you know that's where it gets dour.
Brisbane Geelong.
Geelong. It's all about dourness when it gets wet. And this
Slippery and
slippery and
slidey.
slidey, but this guy
Goes
just
out the back.
held his own. Jack Payne.
Oh,
3
I like Jack
votes to Payne. He was very, very good.
First of the year for Jack Payne.
That was
I'm
his first of
surprised
the
he
year.
doesn't get involved a bit more.
So am I. I'm very
Dark horse
surprised.
next to Harris Andrews.
Yep. And I thought he was exceptional. Gets the 3 votes. 4 votes. Now, this bloke.
Before you go with that,
Sure.
Hammer, we do have a super comment.
Oh, super
And it's
comment.
related to this. It's from Young Wiles again. Double
Well done, Woz.
fisting
Hey, just
over
keep
here.
dumping it in, mate.
If Jay McGov doesn't get a vote, I'm pissed. The double fist spoil towards Scully was elite.
Yeah, so that was impressive, but you don't get votes in this for just one action, although you should. Spoiler of the
Who
year.
knows? He may.
may,
There are still
but-
4 and 5 available.
And let's hope he does, because he's torn his groin. He's out for a long time.
Yeah, he'll be done for a long time. I can give you the red hot tip. Gov does not feature in this one.
Thanks, Woz.
Anyway, that being said, this guy here registers his first votes for the year, which will be so surprising when you hear the name, but not surprising considering that they've only played 2 games.
Oh, I know it is.
And he walloped West Coast in the first game, didn't have a whole heap to do.
Yep.
This game was a little bit more of a contest, but still just ended up wiping the floor. But
Yeah, he's the hottest bloke ever.
this guy,
Wow, what a man.
Sam
Yeah.
Collins,
Wow.
was just impregnable. He was a chastity belt. He sat there and you couldn't get through him. He just had the fucking lock and key, threw it away, and nothing could get in.
Are we talking like a golden one? Like a golden
A
chastity?
golden chastity belt.
Yeah.
Just
Wow.
a rock solid as it gets. Not even a full shin boner could have got through that because he was unbelievable. He locked everything down. He was so good,
I
strong,
love that.
and just a lumberjack of a human being.
I love that.
Just a fucking weapon. 4 votes, and his first votes of the season, Sam Collins.
Moves
Well done,
up
Sam.
quickly then.
Moves up quickly. Now, this guy also is leading. He's equal top now.
Well, it has to be. It's five
votes
There's
gets you.
3 rounds in.
5 votes gets you right up to the top at the moment. Now, this guy hasn't had his worst start to the year by any means, but he was coming off a hot season last year in terms of the Jack Buckley medal.
Right.
And as hot as it gets. This guy has just had to remind the competition that, hey, there's only one medal that I care about, and it's the JBM. I know I won a premiership. I know I was a premiership captain, and I think I get an extra fucking award for that. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit about that? There's only one thing I care about, and it's the Jack Buckley medal. So I'm going to go out there and get 5 votes. Harris Andrews.
Wow.
Oh, boy. Harris gets his first 5 for the year. Well done.
Harris.
Well done, Harris. So Harris and Sam Taylor are tied on top at 8 votes apiece. Now, if anyone out there just wants to say, oh, this algorithm shit, it doesn't really do it, please. Harris Andrews and Sam Taylor, top of the table. Come on. Come on, guys. That is as good as it gets for the defenders in the competition.
Jeez, that's impressive stuff by you, mate.
So impressive.
I'm very happy.
To
Harris.
pat myself on the back.
Yeah, well done.
I'll pat myself on the back. Yeah, the algorithm's just locked in. It's
correct.
dialed at the moment.
I
It's
feel like it
really
always
dialed.
has been.
It has been, and it will continue to be.
Very good.
Anyway, that's the JBM.
There you go. Hammer, it is 5 o'clock on the dot. It's just ticked over.
got a
How
little
much
bit more
time do we have with you?
I got enough time for whatever this is.
We've definitely
Okay.
got a rapid fire review.
We got a rapid fire review. If I can speak, please. All right, here we go, Jaiden. Can you please?
An
let me-
RFR. So hang on, just before we do this,
Yes.
Yes.
we got to go
Yes,
back.
let, let me explain. So
Yeah, so I
Jaiden's
just-
going
I
to get
just missed
60
a couple.
seconds on the clock.
Yeah.
We're going to go with a 60-second rapid review of the season so far. We're going to start with Will today. Then we're going to go 1 for 1, and I'm going to start from the top of the ladder.
Just wait. Just don't. What happened last time? Jaiden pressed the button too early. He got too excited, didn't you?
No.
You did. No, yes. If you watch it back, you were still explaining the rules. and then suddenly
Jaiden went click.
Right.
Jaiden did
So the bonus sort of came out too early, and then so
You know what? We're going to start from the bottom of the ladder.
That's
what I'm going to do.
You don't have to tell us what we're doing, but I asked for 90, and Dan said I'm only giving you 60.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, Jaiden, you ready? Because I've got a timer here as well. I'll do it at
3
the same
seconds
time.
on each, basically.
All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, West Coast Eagles, Scully.
That's not the bottom of the table. Western Bulldogs are, but I think
3 seconds.
shit, good.
Melbourne,
Melbourne are no Brayshaw, no Melbourne.
Carlton,
They're very bad at the moment. No one else other than Chris.
Richmond,
Richmond aren't going to win another game for the year.
Essendon,
Somehow won a game.
Fremantle,
They're back. They're back.
Port Adelaide,
Don't think they're very good.
Sydney Swans,
Yeah, they're just a little bit of a hangover from not really doing much.
They're a buy.
North Melbourne,
Bonus!
Geelong Cats,
Just always going to be good because they cheat the salary cap.
Western Bulldogs,
Bulldogs, great.
St Kilda,
St Kilda are there. We're back.
Collingwood,
Bloody hell. I'm trying
Quick.
to think. No idea.
GWS West Giants,
Jack Buckley.
Gold Coast Suns,
Sam Collins.
Brisbane Lions,
Harris Andrews.
Adelaide Crows,
Phil Thorpe. Is a
and
fucking weapon.
Will to finish us off, Hawthorn.
I love Hawthorn.
You were shit then.
I was so
You were
bad.
fucking horrendous.
I got rattled by the entire process.
So
I'm gonna be
it
honest.
started with the West Coast Eagles, and you said to me 3 seconds each, and you said, "Oh, the West Coast Eagles will they're
Dan
they're
said
bottom
I'm starting on the
yeah,
bottom.
they're shit
I said
good,
the bottom
shit
of the
good.
table.
Oh, I
Shit
thought you
good.
meant bottom alphabetically.
good.
'Cause
No,
last
I
time
said
we went-
West Coast Eagles. You're like, they're not at the bottom.
Okay,
West
just
Bulldogs are.
I'd like
I'm
just to
what?
pause here, just while we keep
Look,
keep the cat. Just pause.
I'll pause.
I'd like you to reflect on your own performance then.
Can I? We take a 5-second pause.
60
A
seconds.
60
No,
seconds.
chuck it on.
Let's just give Scully a second
Start the
to
clock.
no Scully. I would like you to reflect
Start the clock, reflect the clock.
reflect on your own performance there.
All right, 5 seconds.
Just as much as you like. Reflect on that from you. How did you think you went?
So, look, I think that I could probably take a few notes out of your round one in the pre-season notes. I'm shit. I'm fat as fuck. I need to lose some weight.
Yeah, I was pretty candid and open with
Yeah,
myself.
no, look, honestly, I was rattled by bottom of the table. I thought alphabetical.
Good. Do you know what? I did want to explain. Like, no, don't explain it. Don't even explain.
I did
Don't
hear
even
that.
explain how it's going to work.
I did
And
hear
then
Okay,
I took
continue.
too long,
Yep, you did.
and then I was
Far too long.
completely off my game.
Yeah.
Like I basically blacked out,
Yeah.
and I couldn't think about any other team. I couldn't think of anything. What
Football.
was happening?
Yeah. So what I would say to that is, as players in this game, you can't let
You're my
one.
coach.
You can't let one moment define the whole game.
Yeah.
You've gone out there in the first quarter and your shoelace was untied, and you've thought about that for the rest of the game, and you haven't done anything. Or your opponent's farted on you, and you thought, that smells a bit, and you were done. That wasn't your best.
I feel like I blacked out.
What I'd like next time, here's what's going to happen.
We're going to do this every week.
We're going to do this every week, and here's what's going to happen next time. I'm going to go first. I'm going to start us off next time. And
I'm really sorry.
That's all right. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to start us off, and I'm going to keep you to a strict 3-second timer.
No, I feel like I knew that. And
no, you waffled. You waffled on a bit. Yeah.
I did.
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
that's just a quick review from us.
Speaking of waffle, do you need to leave right this
Yeah,
second?
I do. Yeah,
that's a nice segue, man.
Can we talk about one last one?
Yeah,
all right, Jaiden, we're skipping ahead a bit. I'm sorry. After 3 games, the Adelaide Crows are undefeated with an outrageous 164 percentage points. Are these guys the real deal? Let's watch this video first.
Side of things. Here's Hammer's side. They're shit. Adelaide are no good. They've got 3 good players. Isaac Rankin's a gun. Tex is 40. Jordan Dawson's a star.
Yes.
Who else have they got? That's literally it.
I like
Jake Saligo, I love him. I reckon he plays the percentages and he's a very good player.
Could Josh Rochelle be...
Nah.
No, you don't
I like him.
Yeah,
I mean,
I like him. Flash in the pan. Their list is shit. They've got 2 good players.
Yep.
I think. They've got, if you look at that list
They've
and
got
think,
2
Tex is a different one because he's old, but he's very, very good. But Isaac Rankin, star. Jordan Dawson, star. Apart from that, Riley O'Brien's a serviceable big man. They're good players, but they're not great, and they're not
they haven't been great.
They haven't been great, and they will continue to not be great.
Yeah, I take it.
You could be wearing an Adelaide jumper.
If we had an Adelaide jumper, I'd wear it. I take it back. You've beaten the best team in the competition since the 3-peat Hawks in the North Melbourne Footy Club. Here's my defence of that argument. You said it, and I didn't really listen to you at the time, but you said they haven't been great, which was true, but now they are. And what other players have they got? Ben Keys, animal.
Yes.
Just a fucking warrior.
Yes.
Neil Bullen adds a level of class that they now they have. Phil Thorpe is just a fucking beast.
Weapon.
Darcy Fogarty has realised that he is a giant.
Yes.
And he's actually playing like a mountain of a man.
Curtin
is
him out.
They've figured out that this guy was probably top 10 for a reason.
He's the hybrid.
Let's get him doing stuff. Fucking animal. You mentioned Isaac Rankin? I did mention Rankin. Yeah. Crouch and Laird, despite their age, despite everything that goes on, they are just addicted to finding the Sharon. They just fucking wake up in the morning and think, oh, where is this TW Sharon? I'm going to go meet it.
I like as a backman on this side. Frankie Worrell.
Worrell,
yes.
gun. Borlase, Star, Keane, they're all they've got a real dog of a backline. They've just got some dogs down there that get to
roll
work.
Out
Aussie Plumbing
Star.
here on YouTube says Aussie Plumbing says don't need to be great players, just a great team. And Adelaide is a great team at the moment. I thought they were going to be good last year, but bottomed out. But they looked conditioned and tough, even though they sucked last year. But I think now they're clicking.
A champion team will always beat a team of champions.
That's what you like to say.
Wow.
Is that what you like to say?
Is that your favourite saying?
I say that. It's my favourite saying. That used to be above the rooms at the Hampton Rovers Junior Footy Club.
Wow.
And that is true of these guys, but they've got champions. They've got some fucking good players. And I take everything back that I said.
That's great.
Because you've beaten the best team since the 3-peat Hawks.
If I replayed anything that came out of my mouth at any point in time, other than Matt Rowell's going to win the Brownlow, I will say that on that show and multiple other wherever else I speak, Matt Rowell will win the Brownlow. Yep. Might have, thanks to TABtouch, he was at $61.
Not anymore.
He's the second favourite right
He's
now.
at 9. But as I said at the start of the episode, I'm going to backflip on a few opinions this year. I'll flip and flop. I'll change. If they lose the next 3 in a row, I'm going to be straight back to that clip.
That's the beauty of this podcast. That's the beauty of what we do here. We don't get held to anything. We just say what we want whenever we want.
All right, go win round 1.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Well done, mate. All right, it's been revealed that a skinfold clause in Jake Stringer's contract is in place, and the package will not see the full amount of his deal unless he meets skinfold requirements at certain stages of the season. Will, have you ever seen or heard of anything like this?
I reckon we might need to put a skinfold clause on Hamish Brayshaw as he gets dressed by the camera. He's actually looking really good.
Oh my god!
You're the one who said you were fat and need to lose weight. I didn't say that. Yeah, no, you look pretty good.
Looking strong.
The
package.
I mean, this was.
I thought they stopped doing skinnies.
So did I. People getting offended and they don't list people's weight anymore and blah blah blah. I like it a lot because it would be the easiest thing ever to tick off. Your skin folds have to be this point at this point in time. It's not that hard. maintain fitness, aka your job. Like, do your job.
That's fair.
Here's some more money for doing your job. Like, brilliant. It's not a win or lose where you can't control that. Like, that's a team thing. This is a skin folds thing that is completely up to you. And, like, if you want to do it, like I would have loved that written into my contract. Thank you very much.
Just for an extra little, bonus here.
Yeah,
and there.
if it had been, I might have got fat in my last bloody year of my career.
How easy is it to do the skin fold test? Do you need a special little machine?
Yeah, and calipers. If you do it manually, you can also get in like a body scan machine.
Okay.
So I think like the more money clubs
More
are
low
getting,
tech. More low tech.
well, the more money clubs are getting, they're doing like a body scan at the start of the year. But during the year, like at West Coast for a period of time, they were getting skinnies every Monday morning, and which again is I think a bit excessive, to be really honest. And I think if you like knocked it off on the first 4 weeks, you would then go into like monthly or fortnightly or something.
Showing that you don't need to get it done.
Yeah, but
If we
there's some fat blokes, right? Like Dean Cox rocked up one year. Shout out coach of the Sydney Swans, and he'd
shout out one of the greatest rockmen of all time.
well, and he just spoken to me recently. He said he'd never like do something he hasn't had to do as a player. Well, what he had to do as a player that year, he would train 4 times a day. He was so fat. His skinnies were like 130. And he was training. The rest of us would be sitting around having a rest. He'd be swimming. He'd get out, go and have a run on the treadmill, get back out, jump in the pool, sit in a sauna somewhere, go and do weights every day for like 5
Just to
weeks of
lose some
pre-season.
kilos.
Yeah, he was fat as a house.
is it possible for us to do skinnies here on the show?
Sure.
Because like I think mine will be large.
Hammer will be able to bring some skin fold calipers.
Yeah, and what do they do?
Maybe
They just
Rachel
pinch-
might even be able to help us out.
They just
Farrar
pinch.
probably has some as
Oh,
well.
true. So they just
They're
pinch your gut
literally pinches.
fat.
They're pinches, and it's got like
A dial or something.
yeah, when you have like when you've got like if you're pumping up tires,
Yeah,
bike pump.
PSI thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like one of those. But like when the pinches go, the dial just go,
No, boy.
and it goes fully away. So sometimes you think you're killing it, but it's already gone the whole way around, and it's like 20 plus the next level. I had that a few times, and some people are different to others. So I've always had great legs. Right, just ask me. So my legs have been minimal for my life.
Oh, do they do skinnies on your?
So
I thought it was just on your gut.
There's 9 points. One on
Right.
your calf, one on your quaddie,
My calves are huge.
one on your front of the tummy, one on the side, one of your shoulder, one of your back, one of your neck, one of your lower back. There's 9 spots.
Right.
My legs would always add up to about 7 or 8. I'd have like 3 on my calf and 4 on my hammy or quad or whatever.
Yep.
Some blokes, aka hammer, would be like 35 when I had 10. But my stomach, for instance, is just absolutely horrific.
Yeah. Okay.
But
I'm with you.
everyone's different. But I'd love to do it. Done.
Okay.
We'll do it next week.
Great.
next
Let's
Monday.
organise that, and then
Next
maybe
Monday skin fold test.
I want to do it in like a month's time or something, and try and like just lose a bit.
Oh, you
of
want a fitness challenge?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Something like that.
It's an indicator of fitness.
Yeah. Okay.
You can't just fake it. You can't. So I wasn't.
Can you like tense in a certain way so that?
So that's what I mean. I wasn't meaning like it's easy to pass from Jake Stringer. It's just easy to control. Like just get fit.
Do you
If
reckon
you're
there's?
fit,
Do you think there's more
skinnies.
guys in the AFL with that clause in there, and he's just had like
Maybe.
it's been documented because
There
he's
should
a bit
be.
more
There should be more.
the package. Played his first game on the weekend.
Yeah, he kicked 3 behinds, was okay without being great. Played against a very good backline, probably the best backline in it. I'd like to see a few more Hawks get some votes, to be honest.
I thought TB was going to when he was when Ham was ramping up, but just because of how he's talking about
Josh Battle the week before was unbelievable on Charlie Curnow.
there you go.
I'm assuming he got votes.
All right, here we go. Richmond forward Ryan Mansell has received a 3-match ban for pushing St Kilda's Liam O'Connell into traffic, causing a concussion on the weekend. Now, Richmond have said they will challenge the decision at the tribunal. I'll pass this straight over to you. Your thoughts on this?
Well, I've already done this in the Shelter Footy Cast, so I don't want
Yes.
to triple up my content, which inevitably ends up happening. I'll probably do it on the Footy Interchange tomorrow as well. First and foremost, I would like to question the spelling of Ryan. Rhyan.
Yeah, too many.
That's a little outrageous.
Too much.
Do you think that's had any effect?
Ryan.
Do you reckon that's had any effect at the tribunal? Or at the MRO? Do you think they've taken that into account?
Well, you're just annoying us with your name. We're chucking an extra
Have
week on.
another week. Because that,
Probably.
to me, could be the only way that this is a 3-week
I've
sentence.
spelled, I have typed it here on my document without the H because it's just unnecessary. And it looks fine. We should
Yeah.
let him know. Get it changed, Ryan.
I'm just trying to put a different spin other than my normal bullshit, which not bullshit, but like it doesn't change for me. If you're a player in the AFL right now, the most vulnerable position, so that's just something that everyone feels like rolling out at the moment on this. Well, he was in a vulnerable position. He put him into a vulnerable position. The most vulnerable players right now is every player in the AFL because no one knows what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do. It is the inconsistencies and the lack of clarity around decision making and the lack of communication from the AFL is causing this issue. Players don't know what's going on. It then leads to pundits like myself being frustrated. It leads to fans being frustrated because they don't have clarity of what you can and can't do. You can't have a system in which people basically have a cry and kick up a stink on a Sunday night or a Monday morning, and a few different voices in the media raise this, and then it suddenly turns into a big issue because you got 3 or 4 people banging on about it. And then you have a 3-week suspension because of it. It is outcome suspension, overaction. I will beat this drum until I pass out. I don't understand the fact that a young man gets injured in O'Connell, which is terrible, and we don't want that. But the same action 3 seconds later or earlier from a backman at the other end, no one gets hurt and no one gets suspended. So they're not suspending the action, they're suspending the outcome, and it does my head in, Dan.
There you go.
Anything to add? If you haven't seen it?
No, I saw it. It looked...
What do you think? As a fan who's not an idiot opinionist like me, what do you think? What's your gut feel as a fan?
You can't punish it because of the... You can only punish it... Sorry, the AFL, exactly what you're saying, can only punish it on the outcome because if you just do that in a game, there's no way you could just... and if he doesn't hit anyone, you can't report them.
So, but I don't want your opinion on the rules like me. I want you just looking at that. Is that a 3-week? Do you think that should be 3 weeks?
No.
Pushing someone into the thing and they get knocked. Is that a 3-week suspension?
No ways.
2
If
weeks?
anything, it's like a week.
1 week?
Yeah, a week.
I'd be happy with a week.
Just because he's probably going to miss a week.
But it's only because the action for me is just completely fine. There's nothing wrong with that action. I wonder if people on YouTube are agreeing, disagreeing, but the action for me, there's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. And I've seen a lot of people, well, not a lot. I've seen some people who are against this saying the action's terrible. The action's completely fine. There's nothing wrong with the action. The outcome's terrible. No one wants it. But a 3-week suspension to me, that doesn't do anything.
Players push players all the time. Otherwise, imagine the amount of reports that'd be given out.
3 weeks to Harley for Sarong at the end of the game. 3 weeks.
Yeah, there you go. Remember he pushed Nat Fife over?
Yeah.
When they were both running at the ball. 3 weeks, there you go. Berksy on YouTube says Footy Interchange is a brilliant show.
Thank you, Berksy. It's meant to be a little different if you are watching along with that, or if you're not and you just tune into this. Tuesdays with Adam Papalia and myself, we go around the country, speak to people on the ground in each state, rather than just trying to throw out opinions of things we think is going on. Tom Rockcliffe's on there, Cal Sinclair's on there, Drew Jones from Victoria, Eliza Riley is there from here in Western Australia. Steve Gravina, injury expert. And Sim Thomas Wilson is over in SA. So to speak to people with what's happening on the ground. So that's the Footy Interchange on Tuesdays.
There you go.
Get us be stacked up. Monday BackChat, Tuesday Footy Interchange, Wednesday guest episode, Nick Martin this week.
Oh, yeah.
Thursday into the swing of it.
The swing of it.
The swing of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we're sort of into the swing of it, aren't we?
Into
the swing of it, our new golf podcast. And then Hammers Happy Hour. We've got a full slate of content.
Lots going on. And if you want any of that, you just got to go to the BackChat Spotify or Apple podcast page. It comes through all on the same feed. We've made it nice and easy for you. Also, YouTube BackChat Studios. Just have a look there. We will be eventually moving the golf pod onto its own feed. But for now, while we get you used to it and up to date with what we're doing, it'll be living on our feed as well. This week,
did anyone disagree or agree with me on YouTube by any chance?
Game's gone. Shouldn't be someone else.
Game's gone. Yeah, I like that.
That's from the Sash. Shout you, Rob. From someone else says shouldn't even be a report. Go through every game. Everyone gets pushed.
Yeah, I agree. So that's the thing I keep saying, and I don't know, people, especially Richmond fans, getting caught up in this one a little bit somehow.
I will say though, if Oscar Allen gets shoved into an opponent and gets knocked out and he's down, he misses 2 weeks, I'll probably be calling for blood from the opponent.
That's interesting.
So maybe it's more that it's just like, well, it hasn't happened to someone on my team, so I don't care as much. Whereas, like you said, the Richmond guys and St Kilda, it's a bit more close to home.
Yeah, like it'd be nice if we could have a more open lens than that. I do try to be non-biased. I'm pretty sure I am. Like a lot of AFL stuff's pissed me off this week. Like the AFL rules around injury, sort of what you can like do and don't disclose. Like I mean, Chris Scott's been doing it for years at Geelong, where there's a laid out. You don't know. He just comes from the blue, and no one knows what's going on. Tom Stewart's not a good example this week, but like
Jager.
Teams, Freo this week with Jager O'Meara and Corey Wagner coming out late. Like, I reckon that if we had a system in place, it's not about the late withdrawals because we're always going to have that. Players are going to be, you got to give them to the last minute to be available, but it's the lack of optics we have on these players during the week. Like, we don't know that Jager O'Meara is under a cloud until he's out.
Yep.
And you might not think that's a big deal, but Jager O'Meara has been their best midfielder for the first 2 weeks. So I think it's half a big deal for the club. It's certainly a big deal for fans, especially when it's the good players that are involved with it. And then there's betting, and then there's fantasy. Like there's tipping. Like
what if you bought tickets to go see because you like Jager O'Meara is my favourite player. I can't wait to go see him.
Right.
And then you've disappointed little old
it happens in
11-year-old
basketball
Johnny.
quite a lot.
Yeah,
NBA,
that's right. Yeah, the people travel
sucks.
across the country to see Carmelo Anthony, and last minute he's a withdrawal, and you don't get to watch him. You paid $90, and you go into this game
Was that you?
to watch. Nah,
It sounded like it was you.
no, it wasn't me. I watched the very first time Carmelo played for Portland. Actually, it was a very when I was in Oregon. Good time. Anyways, Lux on YouTube said bad example. Oscar Allen could probably do with a 2-week spell. That's
He probably could. Oscar's injured.
doesn't look right, does it?
Oscar's injured, underdone. He's out there because he's the captain. I reckon if he's just normal Oscar Allen, he's not playing right now.
There you go.
He doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all.
Justin Steele on YouTube says, you guys need a call-in show. Now, you could... Well, I agree. I think that would be fun to have just a line that you could call up. You can, though, send in your opinions. If you go to backchatpodcast.com.au/fines, I know we're asking for fines and if you want to find someone else, but it's also just the portal to get on the show. Just come in, record something on your phone. It gets sent to us. We can play it on the show. Do that as much as you like. Maybe we need to change it from the word fines. Just like talk back or something, and you can record messages and send them through. I mean, you can do it on Instagram, backchat_. You can do all that stuff. hello@backchatpodcast.com.au. Send us in whatever. We'll play it.
The trouble is for us, right? So just so you know, with talkback radio, like on mainstream, they have a dump button. So if someone's going to highly offend somebody,
Say something that's going to get the station in trouble or whatever.
Yeah, or even just, like we curse on here, so it doesn't really matter, I suppose, in that regard. But anyone's going to swear badly, any minority
racial remarks and stuff, yep.
They hit the dump button and you come out of delay. So even though you think it's live, you're actually in delay and you can come out of the delay by just dumping something. We don't have that here.
Nope.
Not saying we're scared of it, but it
I'm
probably
scared of it.
would
I am definitely scared
put us in a difficult position, given we are live, like we're live.
Yep.
Having just a talk back phone number, I'd love to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a tiny bit risky because I guarantee you someone would come on and do something. Can't do much worse than what Hammer goes on about while on this show, though, to be honest. But that is half the reason why. Another reason why, I just like giving a bit of insight here, Dan. The other reason why, sometimes the talent's just not great. It's like
we don't have a full, when you're on radio, you have two people picking up phones, you're sort of vetting them a little bit, asking them questions like, oh, they sound like they can talk. And you put them through, like, yep, this person's good to go.
we are building some new studios, so perhaps we need this functionality because I would love to do talkback.
Yeah.
I really would.
Yeah, that'd
It'd be great.
Especially
but in
after
the
games.
meantime, go to backchatpodcast.com.au, click on fines, leave us a message, we'll play it on the show.
Yes. Someone says on YouTube, I was speaking to a little kid on the train. He was going to be meeting O'Meara and was shattered when the train ride ended. So sorry to little old Jimmy there. Did not mean to get to meet Jager. So that's on you,
That just
Fremantle
didn't
Dockers.
This is the point. We have talkback, right? Someone's getting on the phone and being like, yeah, let me tell you a story about Jager O'Meara, and then just come
completely made up.
Actually, be pretty funny.
Now, K-Town Bandits is our weekly tipping winner. They got 8 right with. So they got perfect 8 week with a margin of 3.
Yes.
So well done to K-Town Bandits. You win the carton of shelter. And I haven't looked at who's winning the general overall.
Josh K.
Okay.
The JK's Wizards.
How many
I think it could be Josh Kennedy. I think it could be Josh Kennedy.
I think do you know if Josh was at the game yesterday?
No idea.
Because I was walking in and someone was like, "Oh, that was Josh Kennedy," just walking in with the peasants. I don't know if it was.
Might have been. Josh K is sitting on top with 22 tips. He also has Flaming Eagles, which I like, Big Boy McAvoy, Moggy 86, Nath 43, West Coast Seagulls.
Where are you in this?
Kegerator 23. I'll get to that. They're all on 22, so it's a tied leaderboard. 7 of you at the top, all picking 7 last week. Daniel, me and Hammer actually combined this year, and it's $10 to everyone who finishes above us in the tipping. I'll have you know, I'm having my best year of tipping so far.
Oh, fantastic. So we must not be having to pay many people.
I'm on 19, so I'm 3 behind the lead.
Okay.
Got 7 this week, and I am in equal 50th.
Okay.
So there is 30 people on 19, and I'm one of those. So I'm in 72nd position. So at the moment, we owe $710.
That's rough.
Did you say 760?
Did you say 77 people?
72nd.
Oh, right. Okay, so 70, sure.
$710
That's
down
not
at this
bad.
stage, but I'm holding it together.
Okay.
But it could go poorly quickly.
Okay. Well,
Margin's been a problem, got to be honest. I'm at 123 away from the margin already.
yeah, that's not good. Are you picking a margin or are you forgetting?
I'm picking it.
Okay, I got 8. I got perfect margin this week.
So what are you coming?
Rough. Like I think I'm on 15 tips or something.
That's shit house.
Yeah, I know.
That's really shit.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm not a good tipper, I know.
Perfect.
Before we finish up, anything else that you want to? We've got a few more minutes left.
No, we don't. It's a podcast. We can finish when we want.
That's true.
I think we're pretty much done. Yeah, the dodgeball was very good fun on the weekend. So shout out to Men's Talk. Had a really good time down there. There's some pictures we'll chuck up on social. I look like I'm about to kill a guy, man.
From the tournament?
Yeah. So this has just been posted on Instagram. I loved it. I'll show you with the picture I'm talking about. It was really good fun. It was actually our good friend Nick Westall's former business he used to work for.
Oh, yes.
I reckon...
Oh, someone's copying that in the face.
So-
If you get hit in the head, you're not out?
That's correct.
Yeah,
but I
okay.
was throwing it as hard and fast as possible. And it was really good fun. It's like a big inflatable cage dodgeball. I reckon we're trying to maybe do a little backchat.
I actually genuinely wanted to play, but I got a tooth removed Saturday morning. And
Did you?
My head, I could not feel my head for about 2 days.
What's happened to your tooth?
So I got it removed. I don't even want to talk about it. It's gross. I got a tooth removed like a year ago, and when the guy was removing it, he snapped it.
I
And
remember
so
that.
that half
You
the
sued
tooth.
him or not?
No, it's actually no. He was a great dentist. It just it's a great dentist, but he just left a bit of tooth in there, and then
Shout out ABC Dentistry.
and then yeah.
Oh, we love it. We love it. Sorry,
But then I went to the dentist, right? Because I was meant to get it cut out.
Yep.
Okay, so then I get there, and she goes, "Oh, there's
Wow,
the picture. Well done,
Jaiden.
nice."
Look at that sidearm. Mate, fair to say. Oh, I'm giving the bird there as well.
Oh yeah, shout out.
Shout out Harley. I pulverized someone with that exact throw.
So good. So I get to this dentist, and I'm expecting them to cut it out because that's the only way to get it. And she looks at it, she goes, "I think I can get it." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So then basically
Injection?
yeah, like to up the wazoo. Like I was completely could not feel half my face. She gave me 2 and then said, "Can you feel this?" And I was like, "Oh, not really. Like I can't really feel anything." She's like, "I'm just gonna give you another one just in case." So she banged in the 3rd one and then seriously could not feel half of my face. And I reckon her front foot was like up on the chair, pliers,
goodness
it was
gracious.
brutal.
Feels
And
like a good dentistry.
went for a bloody long time. And my head was going to explode for about 2 days. So I did not want to play dodgeball. So sorry. Oh,
That's all right. Oh, good fun.
there's you and
So
David.
Freo had a team down there as well.
Did they win?
No, they didn't. We knocked them out.
Well done.
We made the semis. We made the prelim, and we
The team that won, were they good?
capitulated. Mate, there was some proper dodgeballers down there.
Oh,
man.
really?
I'll talk about it off air, but it was
Oh, yeah.
it was very good.
Those are the guys?
Oh, they won? No, I left. I cracked the shit. Nah, I had to go. But yeah, they did well. That was good fun.
All right.
I think
Well
we're done.
Next time I'll play, I promise.
Yep, and I'll bring the skin fold calipers next week.
There you go.
Thanks,
We'll see you
everyone,
next
for
week. Enjoy Nick Martin and the new golf pod that starts on Thursday. The swing of it.